You thought sedans were dying? Think again. While the world's been obsessed with SUVs and crossovers, something remarkable's been happening in the shadows. Audi, the brand that practically invented the modern luxury sedan, just reminded us why the four-door isn't going anywhere. Introducing the all-new Audi A6 Sedan, a harmonious fusion of cutting-edge technology, elegant design, and superlative comfort. And truth be told, what they've done here, it's not just an update, it's a reinvention of what a sedan can mean in 2026. Stick with me, because by the time we're done here, you might just question everything you thought you knew about luxury cars. Let me take you back for a second. Remember the first time you sat in a truly great car? Not just any car, but one that made you feel something. The smell of leather, the weight of the door closing with that perfect vault-like thunk, the sense that you weren't just driving, you were commanding. For generations, that's what the Audi A6 has represented. It was never the loudest car in the room, never the flashiest, but if you knew, you knew. It was the sophisticated choice, the thinking person sedan. But here's the thing, the world's changed. We're living in an era where technology moves faster than most of us can keep up with, where electric motors are rewriting the rules, where younger buyers keep telling us sedans are dead, irrelevant, yesterday's news. So what does Audi do? They don't panic. They don't chase trends. They do what they've always done best. They evolve. They refine. They remember that great design isn't about shouting. It's about whispering with such confidence that everyone leans in to listen. And just when you think you've seen it all, the first time you see the 2026 A6 in person, you'll notice something unexpected. It's not trying too hard. There's no aggressive anger in the lines, no desperate attempt to look sporty or youthful. Instead, there's this presence, this quiet confidence. The proportions are clean, classical even. Long hood, short overhangs, a stance that sits just right on the road. You and I both know that design trends come and go, but proportion? That's forever. The signature grille, evolved, refined, unmistakably Audi, frames the front end with purpose. The headlights? They've got that intelligent expression, like the car's already thinking 3 moves ahead. And here's what really gets me. This is a car designed for adults, not for people trying to prove something, not for the midlife crisis crowd desperate to recapture youth. This is for people who've earned their confidence and want a car that reflects it. Mature, elegant, timeless. Now here's the kicker. Under that sculpted hood sits something genuinely clever, Audi's latest mild hybrid powertrain. Now I know what you're thinking, hybrid? Isn't that for the eco-warriors and the Prius crowd? Not anymore. This isn't about making a statement, it's about making sense. The mild hybrid system works invisibly, harvesting energy when you brake, smoothing out the power delivery, giving you a little extra boost when you need it. You don't think about it, you just feel the result. Smoother acceleration, better fuel economy, less time at the pump. For those who want more punch, there's still a traditional turbocharged engine option that delivers the kind of refined power Audi's been perfecting for decades. Smooth, linear, no drama, just effortless forward motion. But here's what really matters. Whether you choose hybrid or traditional, this thing means business when you press the accelerator. It's got that planted, confident feel, the kind that makes highway merges feel like choreography and mountain roads feel like meditation. This isn't a sports car pretending to be practical, it's a practical car with a secret athletic side. And wait till you see what happens when you open the door. Step inside and you're transported. The cabin, and I mean this, it's like walking into a piece of modern architecture. Everything's where it should be. Nothing's excessive. Nothing's there just for show. The seats, they're not just comfortable, they're considered. Hours of engineering went into finding that perfect balance between support and softness. If you've ever driven long distances, you know the difference between a seat that looks good and one that actually feels good after 4 hours on the interstate. These feel good. The technology integration is subtle but sophisticated. Dual touchscreens handle everything, navigation, climate, entertainment, but they don't dominate the space. No overwhelming menus, no learning curve that requires a degree in computer science. Just intuitive, thoughtful design that gets out of your way and lets you drive. And the materials, you can feel the quality. Real surfaces, real textures, the kind of craftsmanship that doesn't scream at you, but whispers, yes, this is the real deal. In a minute, I'll tell you what really surprised me about the way this car handles, but first we need to talk about something that matters more than most people admit. Because let's be honest, you and I both know that specs and styling only matter if the car actually works for your life. The Audi gets this, really gets it. Trunk space? Generous. Not cavernous like an SUV, but smart. Shaped right, deep enough for luggage, golf clubs, grocery runs, whatever you need. The rear seats fold if you need more room. No drama, no struggle. It just works. Rear seat space? This is where the Audi A6 shows its true luxury credentials. Adults, real, full-sized adults can sit back there comfortably. Legroom is genuine, headroom is there. This isn't some token rear seat meant for kids and small dogs. This is executive transport. The ride quality strikes that perfect balance, firm enough that you feel connected to the road, soft enough that you're not counting potholes, quiet at highway speeds, composed over rough pavement, the kind of refinement that makes you wonder how you tolerated anything less. If you've ever driven a car where everything just flows, where you arrive feeling better than when you left, you know what I'm talking about. This is that car. But here's the thing. The tech in this thing isn't just impressive, it's actually useful. Adaptive cruise control that reads traffic patterns and adjusts before you even notice, lane keeping assist that's helpful without being intrusive, blind spot monitoring that actually works the way it should, a surround view camera system that makes parking in tight spots feel like second nature. And this is important, especially if you're at a stage in life where peace of mind matters more than 0 to 60 times. The safety suite is comprehensive. Automatic emergency braking, cross-traffic alert, all the systems working quietly in the background, watching out for you without making a big show of it. Remember when cars were just mechanical devices you operated? Now they're partners, collaborators. The Audi doesn't drive itself, but it sure does make you a better, safer driver. The voice control actually understands you. The navigation actually learns your patterns. The whole experience feels smart. Not in a flashy, look-at-me way, in a this car understands what I need way. And that's the difference between technology for its own sake and technology in service of the driver. Which brings me to something deeper. So what does the 2026 Audi A6 Sedan really mean? It means that progress doesn't have to look like revolution, that sophistication doesn't need to shout, that in a world obsessed with the next big thing, there's still room, maybe even more room than ever, for vehicles that prioritize the fundamentals. This car is a statement about who you are and where you've been. It says that you've seen the trends come and go, you've owned the sports cars and the muscle cars, and maybe even the SUVs, and now you know what really matters. Quality that lasts, comfort that endures, and design that doesn't age. There's no midlife crisis here, no desperate grasp at youth, just confidence, just taste, just the quiet satisfaction of driving something that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. If you spent decades behind the wheel, if you remember when cars were simpler but somehow felt more special, the A6 is a bridge between those two worlds. It's got the soul of classic automotive design wrapped in the intelligence of modern engineering. This is a car for people who appreciate that luxury isn't about excess. It's about intention, about getting the details right, about respecting your time, your comfort, and your intelligence. When you park this car in your driveway, you're not just parking transportation, you're parking a legacy. Audi didn't build their reputation on flashy marketing or celebrity endorsements. They built it in racing, in engineering, in that legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system that redefined what cars could do in challenging conditions, in decades of quiet excellence that spoke louder than any advertising campaign ever could. The A6 carries that weight, that heritage, and it carries it with grace. This isn't a car for people chasing status symbols. It's for people who value substance, who understand that true luxury is about experience, not exhibition, who want to arrive in style but don't need to announce it. If you're part of that community, if you're someone who appreciates engineering, values craftsmanship and respects tradition while embracing progress, then you already understand what this car represents. It's not just what you drive. It's how you see yourself, how you want to move through the world, with confidence, with dignity, with purpose. The sedan isn't dying, not even close. It's just waiting for people who understand what made it great in the first place. People who value substance over spectacle. People who know that the best things in life don't need to announce themselves. The 2026 Audi A6 Sedan is proof that when you do something with intention, with care, with respect for both heritage and future, you create something that transcends trends. This is comfort. This is progress. This is timeless design meeting moderate intelligence. And if you're someone who appreciates that kind of excellence, if you believe that how you drive says something about how you live, then this car deserves your attention.
If you enjoyed this deep dive into Audi's evolution, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world car stories, and don't miss the video on your screen right now. We take a look at the future of luxury sedans. Trust me, you'll want to see this one. Thanks for riding along with me today. Until next time, drive safe, drive well, and remember that the best cars aren't always the loudest ones.